Hey folks, hi, this is Gigi. Hope you're all doing well. Well, you know, if I'm here, that means you're going to be dropping some money. And today is Friday, and we've got a little Bailey's and Kahlua. Not bad for Friday. Cheers, folks. Chick, chick. It's a short glass, you know? Take it easy. Take it light. Bailey's is always good. Even good in coffee. When you're doing round of golf, really cold in the morning, Bailey's pretty good. So I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be dropping some money. So as Gigi's channel continues to evolve, there are going to be some changes you're going to be seeing. Well, you probably already know this already because my channel is Gigi's Unfiltered, because Gigi can sometimes get raw. Okay. But I'm still going to be doing money drops. But those will be... this week has been like a crazy week. Bunch of stuff going on at the ranch. But I need to still be saving money. I got the information about Big Dog's number for his lower plates, so we're going to talk about that. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop two videos. I'll do my money drop. I'm thinking I'm going to do those middle of the week because I've kind of been doing that. But that was just primarily money drop, you know, with Bruce and Pearl and Luna. Sometimes they'll join the party as well. And then I have my long chat that I drop on Sunday. I think, but I always talk about the quote and I kind of dissect that. Then I do a short money drop. So I think what I'm going to be doing one money drop. I'm going to try to get that going on, I'm thinking in the middle of the week like I had been. And then my dissecting of a quote will be what I have the conversation about on Sunday, and it will be uploaded on my podcast. I'm thinking on Tuesdays. That's kind of the schedule I'm looking at right now, which basically is more of an audio of what we talk about on Sunday. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. So the schedule is going to be kind of the same, just a little bit as far as my focus. Because, you know, Gigi sometimes get confused. So, you know, one thing at a time. So anyway, let's go ahead and drop some money. Let's go ahead and see how much we're going to be dropping today, too. So...
we're getting ready. Getting ready at the dance floor.
I'm going to be dropping some money here. So let's go ahead and count that out. Busy week. Went to Costco this week. Wasn't too bad. Took my mom with us. You know, it drives me crazy, some of this stuff. Oh, wait. Stop. 100-inch TV for $18.95, I think. 100 inches. No, 99.5. But it also said 100-inch screen. Isn't that crazy? Boggles my mind. Just boggles my mind. 100-inch TV. I remember back in the day when we got our first TV. No, our first color TV, because there was always a TV in the house. Ay, Luna, get out of there. She got into my wires last time. She likes to come underneath the desk. This is something new. She didn't do it before, but now she's doing it. And I heard her doing something, but wasn't quite sure. And then when I stopped, when I was done recording, she was sitting over here on the other side of me, and she's got the USB head off some cord she bit off. And fortunately it wasn't, well, she was fine, but fortunately it wasn't a cable that I needed for anything. I was moving some stuff around on my studio here on my desktop, and I guess I left that cord there. Well, she pulled the cable with the cord and chewed off the USB side of it. You know, dogs, just like kids, you know, always getting into something. So, anyway, I apologize. She's being a little silly Luna. Anyway, I couldn't believe that. So, I remember when I was like in kindergarten or first grade. I was young, a young girl. And I remember coming home sick. And I remember it was the first black and white TV, maybe 27-inch, because that was the number that, you know, when you got a nice TV, it's 27-inch. Ooh, I think it was a big one, because I remember it was on the floor. the floor model, so it's like in a big box. I remember the first thing I watched in it was Felix the Cat, which was a black and white cartoon. The commercials were in color. Well, some of them were, because a lot of stuff was still in black and white. But I remember that. And of course it was a box. And now they're so thin. Anyway, technology, Anyway, let's go ahead and see how much money we're going to be dropping. That's what we're talking about. Tuesday. Thursday was a sticker day for me and my mom. That was fun. Made some more stickers because we're planners. And then making some stickers for my girl. She's a planner girl, but she ain't got time to be making no stickers. She's got 2 babies and she's a working mama. So I'm sending her some stuff out this weekend. But no, it's been a good week. Nice time. A lot of stuff going on, but we will get into that maybe at a later day, because right now we are going to count some money. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me get my trusty little calculator here. Let's move this out of the way. Gigi, one thing at a time. That's right, baby. One thing at a time. Okay, here we go. Make sure everybody can see me. So you have to make my money count there. $220. That's a nice. I think you're probably going to see larger numbers than you have in the past, because we're going to be doing it once a week. So I'm going to try to capture as much money as I can at one time, and then if I have extra, carry it over to the following week. So we'll be doing. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's start dropping some money here. Whoa. I hit that. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to color in, because we are going to drop some money here. Our $10 for our little challenge here, little by little, just keep dropping money in it. It adds up. Oh, my Charlie, she had her first week of school, went really, really well. I'm so proud of that big girl. Baby girl. She's 6. Yeah, 6 years old. First grade. Very, very smart girl. Very funny. Her and my son are so similar in the way their brain. My boy was very, very smart little boy. He's a very intelligent young man. But he was a very smart, quick, funny little boy. And the way he would see things, the words that he would use, the things he would say. When he was like in kindergarten and first grade, he made a little comic books, little characters. He did like the whole script, Ninja Turtles. In fact, his first grade teacher was so impressed, she asked for a copy, because he had, I don't know how many little books I had, like 8 by 10, and he had the whole storyline in little boxes, and she had never seen a kid that age do that. So yeah, I did give her a copy. What was her name? Can't remember. I could see her face, but I can't remember her name. Really nice lady. But anyway. So she's had a good week. I'm very proud of her. Okay, we're going to do teeth later. So that'll be waiting. We'll wait for that. We'll do this one too. We are going to be dropping 40 because look, it's going to be finishing this next week. That's nice. And I don't know if I'm going to start. I don't think I want to start the new one this year. Or I might wait until I get into November, because we could save money for New Year's. Because I have to start focusing on Christmas. Because that's coming. So let's go ahead and drop 40 here. And what I'll do is I'll just leave the money in here for when things come up. I've got the money already sitting in here. I was telling Big Dog, he says, you saved $1,200, close to $1,200? I go, yeah. I go, and I used this like when we went out to dinner for our anniversaries, for Valentine's Day, birthday gifts were taken out of here, all that out of this envelope, so it's been nice. I'm really pleased with this. Like I said, next year I think I want to do 1,600. Maybe I want something better, something bigger. Because what we did for our birthdays, I would pull. I go, okay, here's $100. Go buy me a present. And then I pull $100 out of here for him. So maybe I want 150. I don't know. It is my birthday. I won't be turning 68. Wow. 68. Gigi, don't go there. All right, so we'll go ahead and put the 40 in here. And we are going to drop some money in here for Christmas, because I got to start paying attention to this one. So let's do 15. Let's do 15 in this one. Oop. Drop that in there. Where's my green? Where's my green? I have my green. Look, see? Here it is. There's my green. My green crayon. 15. So, what else do we do? Sticker day. Oh, I did go to Reggie's. I went to Reggie's today, and it was a good class. There weren't that many people there. I mean, sometimes this class gets so full you can hardly have a place to put your chair or stand. You're like, oh, let me exercise, okay? So it's nice to be able to spread out. Give me room, baby, give me room. So it's nice to be able to do that. Went back. You know, the Zumba class, I like Zumba. I like the music, gets me going. Like, come on, let's go. But this one teacher, she's so fast. And my knees are, ouch, 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 ouch. You know? I go like, I try to slow down, but it's not in me to slow down. You know, because I want to keep up. Okay, let's go. So by the time I get out of that class, you know, my knees are crying. Ow, 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 ow. But this time, our old instructor dropped her phone on her toe, on her big toe. So she hadn't been teaching class for a while. She's back now. She's okay. Oh, and then she went to Barbados. So fancy that. So she's back to teaching class. So I went back to her class today. Oh, it was so nice. I enjoyed her speech. She understands her audience. She knows who she's teaching. We're going to do red here. Do I want to do? No, I don't want to use the ink. Is that the red one or that orange? That red or that orange? Okay, well, let me use my red pen for right now, and I'll have to end up getting a crayon over here. And so it was nice to be able to go back, and I remembered a lot of the steps. So I was quite pleased with that. So it worked really well. So did that, pulled around here, and now I'm here with you folks. Get $10 here. So not doing anything this week for Big Dogs RC. I will do 2 next week. So I think that's it. And I know how much I was going to drop. And I think, because this one back here, let me show. I've been dropping little by little. I think I was going to drop something in here. But I haven't really done this on screen. Because I know it's going to take me a long time. Maybe by the time I get halfway, I'll start showing what I'm doing here. So, but I've been making little drops here and there because, you know, that's a biggie. $10,000 savings challenges. I know Cash Bear Mama was going to be doing one as well. But I'm thinking she might be moving faster than me. So anyway, first let me see. Because let's get the teeth out of the way first. So I was going to do a number here that was 91. So here's 80, 90, 91. Let's do that one first. And where's my pen at? Here it is. And today is 8/22. We're doing 91. Big number, big number. Alright, so let's go ahead and get my trusty calculator here. 2143 plus 21. Come on, Gigi, get it together. 2143 plus 91 equals 2234. Alright, 2234. And that's 3911 plus 91, $4,002. Okay, that's great. That's great. So what's going on with the plan, man? So I talked to the dentist's office. The dentist doesn't have to do whatever trays he was talking about. We don't need to do that. So the number for the bottom. Okay, so camera cut out, so I'm not quite sure what happened. But anyway, let me start over. We did 91. Our new totals are $2234 and $4,002. And like I was saying, I did get the numbers from the dentist. It's going to be like $1625 for the lowers. So we're gonna start saving for that. And he goes back September 4th or 5th, I believe. And at that time, we're gonna see when we're gonna start, or he's gonna start his next session on the lowers. But at least I have a number, and we're gonna start saving for him. And that's kind of what this one, the 1800 smile. It's more than we need, but you just never know. And if we finish the whole job and we have extra, well, let's see what Gigi can do with that, right? Right. Okay, so I wanted to put some money in here. I think I was gonna do 30. Let's do 2. Yeah, let's do 2. All right. And I think we're staying with the. Oh, I gotta cover my tooth up on the other side. So let's go ahead and put 30 here. So remember, each one of these are $15. And once I've completed those whole savings challenge here, it'll be a total of $1,800. But I may not have to complete it. What I think maybe what I'll do is mark the tooth as 1625, because that's really what I need. But you never know. Okay, so that kind of tells me how many smiles I have left. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this in here. That's cool. 30. Yep. And let me cover my tooth over here, because I know I didn't do that. I just realized that. Do that there. Yep, see it. I knew I didn't do it. So let's go ahead and cover this tooth. Look, we're almost done, man. That's so great. So let's go ahead and do that here. And let's see, how much do I have left here? 20, 1, 2, 24. 24. So what can I do with the 24? So that's 28. Maybe I'll go ahead and put that in there. So let's do, but I won't color it all because I know I'm short. So I'll put 4. Yeah, I'll put 4 here because it's 28. Let's go ahead. So you folks can see I've been, I started this the first year. And like I said, I haven't really been recording it. It's just like, well, let's see what I can do with it. But I have been dropping here and there. And I know Cash Bear Mama talked about doing one as well. But like I said, I haven't been recording because I knew it could be taking Gigi a long time. But we'll go ahead and put 24 in here, and I'm short 4. So once I get the 4, I'll go ahead and drop that in. But I think that's it. Oh my gosh, the rain. We were out of power for 3 hours last night. You know, Big Dog was worried about the meat that we have in the freezer. I go, there. Because we have a deep freeze. I go, that should be good for at least a day to 2 days. You know, we don't have it full. We have probably halfway, so it should be good for at least a day. It will be fine. And as I'm sitting there here, drip, 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 drip. And we have a small refrigerator that we keep like sodas and waters, mainly like when the kids come. Instead of, them having to go out in the garage or you put, taking up space in my big freezer, I have like drinks and sodas and all that kind of stuff in the other one. And I knew I was going to have to, defrost it. It's an old school, and I plug it, take it outside. Because it had a block of ice in there. And I had just noticed it the other day. So as I'm sitting there in the dark with candles, a nice ambiance with me and Big Dog, I heard drip, 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 drip. And I walked over there. Sure enough, that thing was. So we defrosted that and cleaned it out, so that's good. But everything else was fine. It's just the weather. The winds got really bad last night. So, monsoon. I didn't really see any rain. Areas around us got really bad rain, but we didn't get any rain. But it's just that this is that time of year. I think we're going to be like this for maybe 2 months, because I believe it starts June or July is the start of monsoon, and we haven't really had one. So this is a pretty good one as far as the dust and the wind is really, really windy. So there's a little clip there. But anyway, I think that's it for today. I liked our little chat today. Like I said, I'll be dropping a chat on a regular chat day. I'll be talking about a quote. See, now I'm going to quote it, but I'm going to be wrong. Joy is the best cosmetic a woman can wear. Something like that. It's by Rosalind Russell. Now, don't quote me because I could be off on that, but it's by her. It was something like that. And when I read it, I was like, I had to think about that a minute, but then it took me back to when I worked with families in housing and social services and even at the Rape Crisis Center, and sometimes how our face can really tell you what kind of life you lived. And when I heard that quote and when I read it, it was like, I get that. So we'll be talking about that on our chat on Sunday. I hope you guys have a good one. Remember, tits up. You have a good weekend. You have a good Friday. Because remember, today is Friday. Cheers. Until next time. Ciao, folks. Thanks for watching. Till next time.
We're getting ready. Getting ready at the dance floor. So turn the lights on. You know just what we